How's the weather? Busy at work? Any plans for the weekend? For most people, these questions are the social lubricant that keeps life moving. But for you, they might feel like a slow energy leak. You find yourself trapped in a loop of predictable answers, nodding along while your mind screams to be anywhere else. If you've ever felt exhausted, frustrated, or even bored to tears by small talk, you've probably been told that you're antisocial, rube, or just too serious. But the plain truth is, you aren't any of those things. There is a profound psychological reason why your brain rejects the surface level. Today on Plain Psychology, we're diving into the minds of those who hate small talk and why this struggle is actually a sign of something much deeper. Psychologists have found that people who despise small talk generally fall into three distinct groups. Let's see which one resonates with you. Group number one is the high need for cognition. Some brains are simply wired to crave complexity. For these individuals, information is their dopamine. Discussing the weather or what you had for lunch provides zero mental stimulation. It's like trying to run a high-powered engine on low-grade fuel. These people don't want to know what you did this weekend, they want to know why you do what you do. They light up when discussing philosophy, ideas, or the mysteries of existence. To them, small talk isn't just boring, it's a waste of the brain's potential. Group number two is the exhausted performers. For this group, a simple conversation isn't simple at all. It is a high-stakes performance. While they're talking about the weather, their mind is running 1,000 background programs. Am I smiling enough? Was that laugh too loud? Should I ask them a question now? This cognitive overload makes small talk feel like an intense workout. They aren't antisocial, they're just exhausted by the sheer effort of maintaining a social mask that feels completely disconnected from who they really are. Group number three is those who value existential authenticity. These people view social scripts as a form of dishonesty. When someone asks, "How are you?" and they answer, "I'm fine," while feeling sad inside, it feels like a betrayal of their true self. To them, small talk is a cage. It's a barrier that prevents two human beings from actually seeing each other. They don't want the social lubricant, they want the raw, honest friction of a real connection. But there is more to this than just these three groups. People who hate small talk often share a unique set of psychological traits. First, they have a deep comfort with silence. In our society, silence is often seen as awkward, something that needs to be filled with noise. But for deep thinkers, silence is a form of honesty. They would rather sit in a meaningful quietness with someone than fill the air with meaningless words. To them, silence isn't empty, it's full of presence. Second, choosing depth is an act of vulnerability. People often mistake a dislike for small talk as arrogance, as if the person thinks they are too good for normal conversation. But the opposite is actually true. Small talk is the safe zone. It's easy, it's a shield. Moving into a deep conversation requires you to show your true self, which comes with the risk of being misunderstood or rejected. It takes courage to skip the script and ask a real question. It's not about feeling superior, it's about being brave enough to be seen. Finally, these individuals prioritize quality over quantity. They might have a very small circle of friends, and they might go weeks without socializing. But when they do connect, it is profound. They don't want 100 people to know their weekend plans. They want one person to know their soul. So if you are the person standing in the corner at a party, dreading the next, "So, what do you do?" Take a breath. You aren't broken. You aren't socially awkward. And you certainly aren't cold. Your brain is simply hungry for meaning. You are tired of the scripts because you are looking for the person behind the mask. You aren't being rude, you're being honest. You are waiting for something real in a world that is often happy to stay on the surface. The next time you feel that urge to skip the small talk, try it. Ask a deeper question. Embrace the silence. You might find that there are others out there just like you, waiting for permission to stop performing and start connecting. This is Plain Psychology. We make the complex world of the mind plain. If you've ever felt the small talk exhaustion, let us know in the comments. What's the one question you wish people would ask instead of, "How are you?" Don't forget to subscribe to join our community of deep thinkers. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.